Balenciaga, they got a chop. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, shady.
Let the ball begin. Legendary, legendary. I really wanna
Welcome back, everybody. I'm here with Danny, and we're talking about Legendary. Legendary episode 4. The theme this ball is Deadly Sins. What do you think of the theme this week, Danny?
I was living for this theme. As you can tell, we are dressed to the gods today. Michael, you look stunning.
Can you guess what deadly sin I am? That's the question.
Let me see. All right, it looks like it's a between mix of lust and greed.
Well, I think it's greed, and I guess it could be pride. It could be pride and greed because I'm giving you African pride. I'm a king, and I'm giving you money because I'm greedy. Well, you know.
Well, you look stunning. You look amazing. I want this fit so bad.
Yeah, this is my little birthday fit, and I was like, let me just throw this on one more time. 'Cause I'm still on lockdown here in North City. We can't go anywhere, so I might as well put this on for you guys. All
Still
right,
looks
so
impeccable.
I want to talk about the judges' outfits to start off the show. What do you think? Law came out first. Give me your opinions. Lay it on me thick.
Ciao. Okay, first and foremost, I did not like none of these judges' outfits at all. And Law coming out, he thought what he did is what you're doing right now. Okay? What you're wearing is 1,000 times better than what he wore with this money suit and the green wig. I just didn't like it. He looked cheap to me. Like, it looked cheap.
I felt like the green wig was unnecessary.
Joker realness.
The green suit was cute, but I didn't gag. That's just it.
Yeah,
I
it
liked the
was-
suit, but I was like, when I saw the collar being like glitzy and shiny and rhinestoney, I was like, that kind of cheapened it a little bit. I'm pretty sure it's a designer
Yeah.
outfit and everything is like super expensive. They got money, but I didn't love it as I would have wanted to. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. It's
How about
just,
Jam-
it just, not it.
Not it.
It was just
A
not
chop.
it. It was a chop for me.
How about Jamila?
What was this nasty green ruffle moment she walked out in? I was like, if you're trying to go with the theme of the ball, you better come slay. But what it was given was a chop hiya. Like, she just looked disgusting. Like, what did you think?
Oh my god. Okay, so I know she loves a gown moment. I didn't hate the outfit, but at the same time, I was like, this outfit's giving me basic, and this ruffle moment on the arms is giving me costumey. And it's like, if I saw one of the contestants in one of the houses wearing that outfit, I'd have been like, okay, but not for a judge. I need the judges to like be better.
They need to look impeccable.
Like, Deshaun never looks basic. Why are the judges in the seats always looking like they're not trying?
Right. And it's crazy to me because Deshaun you can't clock him. He looks impeccable every time he's there.
All the time.
And like Jamila came out and then she had this black lining on like her tits. It was a chop.
It felt
A
like
chop.
something you would have seen on a carpet maybe 8-9 years ago. And it
Right.
would have been like, ooh. But now it's like, no. It's been
mamas.
done. It's not great. It doesn't look expensive. The material, I don't want to clock or read nobody, but I didn't love it. Let me just say that. Now,
Right.
Miss Megan, the Stallion, she came out in a nice red outfit, but what I will say is it's a leotard and it has been done by every single girl in the hip hop community. And I was like, if I've seen 20, I've seen a million, and I don't need to see one more on you. So it felt basic. I don't want to say basic.
Yeah.
It felt regular. It felt regular.
like, literally, it really was regular. Honestly, like you said, we've seen it done before. We've seen it done better as well. And then at the makeup, though, the makeup was stunned.
Oh yeah,
I was
the
living
makeup
for
was
the
great.
makeup and the
The
wig.
hair, I felt like the hair could have given more. Maybe the
Really?
stylist she used could have not made the horns out of hair, or if they're gonna make the horns out of hair, make it thicker so it doesn't just look like the little swoopy thing, because the
Yeah,
horns
little
didn't
whoop.
sell me.
Yeah.
I thought it could have been everything could have been elevated. Period. It could have been elevated.
They
They
all
have
the
budget
judges could have
for
been
it.
elevated. Yes, like like they all could have been elevated.
And
Oh,
the queen mother, Laomi. I love Laomi a lot. I feel like Laomi is improving each week with her style and her fashion. Laomi is a performer. I don't know of
Very
Laomi
much.
to be like a look queen, a look girl or something. So I give her a pass sometimes, but she didn't look bad this week at all.
Yeah.
However, it could have been elevated so much more to feel so much grander. Sometimes she gives me
Yes.
princess. I just want her to give me queen because that is how I see her as a queen.
yes, yes. Like compared to the way she looked last episode, she was stunning last episode. And this was just a letdown for me. Like I really did not like the wig very much. So like it was just the way it was cut up.
I,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
got that she was trying to do a thing with the wig, so I wasn't mad at it. I just thought
Hmm.
maybe not purple tips.
Yeah, like yeah.
Maybe not that, and maybe the outfit could have been longer or made it into like I don't know. I just needed more. You know. I
Just
needed
yeah,
more
just elevation. They all needed to be elevated at this point because it's
Yeah.
like you're on season 2 now. Bring the looks because you're talking about people's looks. You need to bring it.
Listen,
Bring it
and
to the
I know-
runway.
yeah, I don't know what y'all thinking, but I do talk about people's looks, and sometimes I come on here in a t-shirt. However, if I want to pull off a look, I can pull off a look. Go check my other videos, okay?
Period. Nobody's clocking Michael. Point blank. Period. He's always stunned.
I might be a little lazy sometimes, but
It's all right. It's all right.
I can talk
it
about
was,
a
you
look if I
know.
want to talk about a look. Just saying. The guest judge this week was Normani. I love me some
my
Normani.
God. Oh my
I
God.
will say she looked cute in her green spring brunch look. It was very that. The cameraman.
You're
was
giving her a
shady.
little too much praise for me.
It's like very brunch at spring, you know.
Yeah.
It was like going out to with the girls drinking mimosas. It wasn't like
Yep.
stage ready at all. It was like very regular.
And it was regular. It looked like she literally got up, dressed herself, and walked out to the runway. And the thing is, I love Normani, but I was really, really let down with her, period, for this whole entire episode. Yeah, I was. I said it. I did. I said it. And
I
we
didn't
gonna get into
expect
things.
that. I did not
We
expect
gonna
that.
get into the things, and I'm gonna let you know why.
I thought the cameramen were shady. She was giving us a split moment. I'm like, is she gonna do a split then go back into a dip? But the cameraman like cut her off,
Ooh.
and I'm like, you cut her off way too quick. I didn't even get to see what she did fully.
Yeah.
But all right, you know, that was what we got. Now, category 7 deadly sins and spins. Deshaun said something, but I couldn't really pick up what he was saying. So like, I got sins and spins out of that. So all right. I
Yeah,
know
that's
they have
literally what
to-
I got from it too.
He
You have
said
to
some
incorporate a
stuff, and I was like,
spin.
"What did he just say?" I did not catch that, and I rewinded. I'm like,
Yeah.
"It's muffled. I'm giving up." But I know they have to do one of the 7 deadly sins and also incorporate spins as the main thing in their choreography.
Right.
And afterwards, they're going to be walking in a runway category, one member of the house. But we'll get to that.
Yes, because I was waiting for that moment because I was expecting to see constant battles. So the fact that
Yeah.
it wasn't that, it was just interesting to me.
It was interesting the way they did it, which I was okay with, to be honest. I was
Yeah.
totally fine with it. So we finally learn what the thing was that the superior house from last week got.
The
They got
advantage.
this advantage.
Ooh.
So Tichi was like able to choose what deadly sin they wanted first, and then hand out and give out who got what other sin. So I'm like, this is a really great advantage because I would
Shady.
mess up everybody.
Shady. Oh,
I loved it.
so shady. I was living for it.
But do you think
But
they
I
gave
think
themselves the right one?
no. Absolutely not. I feel like with them picking Wrath, because they feel like they were so ferocious and they were coming in hot, I would not have chose Wrath. I personally would have chose Lust, point blank, and the period.
But
What would
that's
you have
because
chosen?
actually, I don't mind Wrath. I would probably
Really?
take it because it gives, if you are a dancing team, it gives you the ability to really go hard. And with Wrath,
Yeah.
it's like hard movements, like ferociousness.
Right.
So like if I were them as dancers, I would think that would be the best one for me. Or Lust, because they're all of their bodies are banging. They could all
Banging.
be
That's why I was
naked
like,
and still sell a cake, like whatever.
I was waiting for it. I really wanted them to pick Lust, but I was okay with them picking Wrath.
Now, they chose Wrath. What do you think of the performance itself? Like, overall, what do you get from that?
Okay, so remember how we talked about them being very clean and nice and isolated in their movements?
Yeah.
They finally pulled out the tricks. Okay, Stanley doing his front aerial and the spins, which I thought came in a little too late. Okay, I gave him a 9 because the performance was sickening, but I was just missing more of the spin elements to it. Like, because I was like, okay, if the main focus is spins, I really need to see more spins. I love that Mother was grand up there in the makeup and the
I loved
wardrobe.
everything. The face they
Sickening.
gave, the makeup, the outfits was 10s for the outfits. The
10s
performance
across the board.
itself, I will say that I got the judges' comments about the shoes. Looking at it, I was like, it's not horrible by any means, but it would have elevated it and made it that much more sexy.
Yeah.
I gotta like switch up my words for YouTube because you can't be saying certain stuff.
Yeah, you can.
It could have been a lot more
Yeah.
nasty if they did it in heels, and it would have given a different effect. Also, I agree with you. The spins were there, but I needed more, and I felt like it came in too late. So a 9
Yeah.
was very fair. I feel like
Yeah,
I got a
a 9
total
was
score
fair.
of like 43, which I was like, you're kind of falling off the pedestal this week, baby. Like, get it
Yeah,
together.
literally, it's like y'all were the grand house, and this is literally my favorite house, and I have so many expectations for them. And Naomi did not like the shoes, and I agree. The shoes was a chop. You get what I'm saying? And
It
you
was
automatically
a
lose a point
chop.
for
Well,
that.
I wouldn't even chop the shoes. When I saw the shoes, I was like, this ain't cute, but at the same time, it's not so bad to the point where it would make me give them a lesser grade for it. I'd have been like, if you wanted to get an A+, the shoes would have put you over there. Right now, you're an A.
Yeah.
Like on the lower end of the A,
Yeah, it's just interesting to me because it's like I get that you're dancers, but there are more houses doing the same exact technical skills that you have in heels. Baby,
Exactly.
that's why you get a 9 from me. So I agree. And then Normani was talking about how they're all technically trained or whatever. She loved to see the turns and the aerials, and I was just like, okay. And you give them an 8 because you want them, to do better. I'm like, because that they're dancers. You get what I'm saying? Now, had they not said they were dancers, would you still give them the same score?
I get what you're saying. It's kind of unfair to grade people on a curve, but without thinking about it, everyone gets graded on a curve, unless it's like an anonymous test where you submit something and no one knows who you are. You don't even put a name on it because any little information you get about someone, it automatically puts an opinion in your mind about who they are as a person, as an entertainer, or whatever you're grading them on, and because of that, you grade them harder or easier based on your thoughts on them. So I got why she gave them an 8. And they've been doing this the entire season. Like, I'm giving you this because I think you can do better, and I think it will push you to go further. And they do that for like Jamila does it too. Like Jamila does it too. The only person I don't feel like really, Leomi has done it once. Everybody does it at this point.
Yeah.
And you'll see them give like a perfect score to someone who's really not great. but someone who's amazing, they're like, I'm gonna give you a 9 because I feel like I don't want you to get comfortable. It's like, but you just gave those people that were like barely doing nothing a whole 10 because you felt sorry for them, and that's what you call grading on a curve. But next up we have Nina Orichi. Now, what do you think of Orichi? Because they are doing something.
It kind of reminded me of last week how they had somebody all the way at the front performing far off from the judges and not presenting it to the to the panel. I don't understand that. Why do y'all
make some really weird
doing
choices?
This? Really weird choices. But overall, I love the aspect that they incorporated the poll. Right? I thought that was a sickening idea. Now, had they had it in the center of the stage, and
I thought it was going to be in the center of the stage. I thought it was going to be a focal point because it's a poll. You're doing spins. I thought everyone's going to get a chance swinging. I thought it was going to be Lil Nas X swinging down the pole the entire time.
Yes.
I thought it was going to be a focal point for the spins category, but it was like just the beginning of it. I was like, not what I expected.
Yes.
Am I here for it? The pole moment was cute. The performance was very sexy. I thought it was really sexy because they got lust. Lust was their thing. So sexiness, it worked in their favor. I will say there was not enough spins for me at all. And I agreed with Law that Jamila was giving them a 9 as like a GoFundMe project. Where did the 9 come from?
I literally wrote that down. I said, this might be the only time I agree with Law this season. because Jamila, bitch, what is going on with you? Miss Mom,
from?
Meg, Lay, and Normani, 7 across the board, which is
I'm gonna give you a 9 because I think you were great.
Which was kind of the appropriate score for them. I was
Girl,
I agree
up.
with them. Right. I was like, child. But overall, Orichi, they were average. They were average.
6 for me. I didn't find it to
really
be incredibly amazing or incredibly bad. So I think a score of 36 overall was sort of fair. If it was really fair, they'd have been getting like a 33 or 34 if Jamila was
damn Jamila. But overall, Orichi, they just need to start making better decisions moving forward in the competition with how they execute their choreography.
For sure. And we're on to Miyake-Mugler. By the way, shout out to Miyake-Mugler. Y'all are always in the comments. We love you guys. You guys are really amazing. And it's so fun to watch you on TV every week.
I love you guys.
Fuck it up.
Yes, fucking it up. And speaking of fucking it up, y'all were robbed this episode, okay? Robbed. Child. Robbed.
I'm just playing. All right, so they had the deadly sin of sloth, which is not pretty. It's not easy. The sloth is basically saying you're lazy, you're tired, you're mopey, and what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? In a ballroom setting, and to be really messing it up, making it real nasty and all that good stuff. I think, first of all, I love the choreography. I thought the choreography was so smart for that specific sin that they got, because what can you really do with it? They made it work. However, where the spins were concerned, I was feeling like I was cheated a little bit. I felt like I wanted more spins, and I did not agree with the judges on their outfits and makeup. I was like, stop saying that their face looks like poop. That's not cute. Don't say that.
Yes, that was unnecessarily shady, Jamila. It just,
first of all, they're doing sloth, and I thought it was smart for them to have it was just one person, but to have the calluses, going off the skin, so it looks like it's slowly dripping. I thought that was a smart makeup move, and I didn't find it to be gross looking. I'm like,
agreed.
That what you're really focusing on right now? I thought the colors of the outfit, the choices they made, was really fine. I would have done a different design totally because I had an idea. I had an idea in my head for everything, and I wouldn't have done that. But at the same time, it was totally fine for the challenge. I'm like, y'all are just being too extra. I would have given them a solid 7 or 8 for that performance.
Nope.
Maybe
nope. Nope. Tens. And let me tell you why. Tishi really thought they was doing something by giving them slaw because they seen them as competition. Clearly, you can see exactly what houses
They won
are competition.
The last challenge. Well, no, they didn't win, but Mugler was pretty high up in the first 2 episodes.
They were high up, with alongside Balenciaga. And my whole thing is, with the choreography being so slow and the spins, the way they did that spin into the other person spinning, sickening, because remember, this is sloth. So I feel like they utilized their choreography and it benefited them in this performance. And I gave them a 10 because I loved every aspect of what the performance was giving. Like, I loved it so much.
Mugler, if you're watching this week, please comment, let me know, because I want to know if I'm bugging or if you guys saw what you did. Because I thought you were amazing, first and foremost. But
Chow was robbed.
I got a lot of the sloth movements from like when they're doing the dips and they're doing it like in slow motion and the lighting effect and everything. I thought it was super cool. But as it relates to spins, baby, it could have been more. I was hoping to see, slow spins and like special effects spins, like more of that. Not just that one little moment you're talking about, but I need.
No, not even. Michael, I'm telling you, it was. We're gonna have to rewatch it because it was so sickening.
After this, I'm going to rewatch that performance specifically, and if I have a retraction, I will put it in the comment section. How about Icon?
Okay. I like this house. I really like this house. I like the members in the house as well. So they got envy. They were assigned envy, right? And then the way they presented it was presented. That's not a word. Okay, the way they presented. I was like, what the hell is that? But the way they presented, it was very much like the father being the prom king, and it was supposed to be envious because you want her man. It was giving Mean Girl vibes because you seen the decoration, and it was like, oh, stop trying to make spins happen. Like it was a 6 for me. It was a 6. I didn't really like the performance like that at all. At all.
So I agree with you. I would have given them a 6 or a 5. Depending, because I got the concept. The concept was very clear. Let's not make that very known. We understood exactly what they were trying to do. Now the execution is where they fell short. It was very and I didn't love the outfits. I got prom king and I got the court, the cheerleaders, everything. You can make that more elevated fashion-wise.
Yep.
It looked a little basic. And for a ball category, because I know people be doing the most at real-life balls. Now, if you're going to do a ball on TV, where they have a budget and you don't have to pay for nothing, you just tell them what you want, I need to
You better make it grand as hell. And then Naomi had asked them, too. She literally said, do y'all think y'all was given tonight? And father was like, for the outfits and everything, yes, I would give myself a 10. She was like, I wasn't feeling a 10. Y'all getting a 5. You get what I'm saying? I was like, you know what? Speak the truth. And my God.
I don't blame him for saying, give us a 10, because why should he? If I did something, I have to stand behind it 100%. And Ballroom isn't about a place where you feel like, oh, I messed up. And then you're like, oh, yeah, you're right. I was trash. I was still good. So I get that culture. You have to fake it till you make it, whatever. But they were really bad. Like the choreography was not great at all.
They were all over the place. Law said they were all over the place. And then Normani talking about she wanted more intent. Like I was just like, okay, compared to Nico from last week, it was very much with this guest judge with Normani. I love her to death, but she was not giving good feedback. Normani overall, she just wasn't giving me much that Nico was last episode, and I was really let down with her.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It wasn't the best performance. They got what they deserved. It was a 33. Sorry about it. Now on to Milan. Milan has been real infamous this entire series. Like, they're a very confident group, our house, which they should be. They have all right to be. Why would you be on the show if you're not confident in your abilities? However,
Exactly.
they have not been performing to the level of confidence that they're exuding, though, which is kind of disappointing.
Delusion.
I wasn't gonna say that, but
I said what I said.
they've been around for a minute, based on what I've heard. They're an old house. They're an iconic house. Legendary house. Listen, the whole terminology iconic and legendary in ballroom scene is like, who y'all giving these status to, and who's giving y'all this status? Like,
Themselves.
everybody's iconic and legendary at this point.
Right.
Do you even know what these words mean? I'm sorry. No shade to y'all in ballroom, but some people are like,
Because-
the iconic, the legendary. I'm like, they're tiers. And based on the meaning of these words, iconic is below legendary, and who really gives these people legendary status? And then they come on TV and they give me these type of performances.
First of all, from their first intro, I was just like, I wasn't even here for them. Again, I do not hate this house, but y'all was given very much, not even iconic, not legendary. You were giving a chop. It literally was,
it was bad.
a hiya.
It was bad, unfortunately. But what is funny is Jermaine was crying in rehearsals. The first thing I noticed was like, "Girl, stop crying."
Right. I was like, time out. So, and then I got kind of scared though, because I was like, if he's crying, they're having this whole moment. You had your time in season 1. You won. All right. Like, you had your time. My thing was, I thought Milan was going to bring it. I really wanted them to prove me wrong. And again, I do not hate this house. I do not know this house.
Are you sure? Are you
I
sure?
promise you, because it's like, it's every week I always have
You don't
something
hate
to
them.
say about this house. I don't hate them, but I don't dislike this house. Like, okay, I don't know these people, but
I will.
It was-
yeah.
it was a 5. Like,
It was not great. I feel like the choreography wasn't good. The chair in the middle of the stage kind of hindered them. It limited them to use the space efficiently, and it was very polarizing for the judges. It's like one side didn't get, what they were doing. They didn't get greed. The others were like, we totally got greed. I was like, I saw greed, but it wasn't enough. It was like, okay, I'm taking. I'm sitting down. They're locking me up. They're doing some little weird choreography around me. Then they pull me out and I fall. And I was like, this choreography did not embody greed enough for people to like. I get it. It was amazing, and I didn't love the outfits.
yeah, the outfit that now, like, Law loved Mother's outfit. She was a chop for me too. Their outfits since their first presentation have all consecutively been chop.
And it's funny because they don't have to pay for nothing. They just have to go and tell people what they want to wear, and yet this is what you come out in. I don't understand.
I don't get it.
I don't understand.
Like, I don't get it either, Michael. Like, it's just this house, and then Jamila gave them an 8.
And that's what we're talking about, grading on a curve. It's like, oh, you guys are always getting a bad score, and I feel bad, so let me give you an 8, so you don't feel extra bad. But don't do that. Let people know straight up what it is. You didn't perform well, and this is what you earned, and this is what you're getting.
Right. Like, but I will say this, Malik, when he did that spin, it was everything. It just, unfortunately, there was not enough of that in there. And plus, the spins was missing. The whole thing was just all over the place. And with that being said, you deserved the 5, and you deserved to be going to the bottom.
Period. Next up, we have Comme des Garçons, which is one of the top houses this season. Like, they have not disappointed me yet. Give me your thoughts. They had gluttony, and I thought, no, sorry, they did not.
No, they had pride. They had pride.
I love the outfits. I thought it was really smart, and it was really on theme for Pride.
Yes, I love the outfits. I've noticed something with this house, though. It's the mother always have to have some grand entrance every fucking time she hits that stage. I'm
I
like,
mean, she is the center of the house and the nucleus, so I think everything revolves around her, and she loves the idea of, y'all do your little thing, I'll come out at the end and just walk
be
and do
grand.
a little thing. But she
Yeah.
can dance, like, she can move, so I
Yeah,
don't
she can
hate
definitely move from the first presentation. But this presentation, I love the outfits. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little like, okay, this is kind of average for me. I got the pride theme from it, I definitely did. And then Normani was just like giving them one comment, beautiful. Like, okay,
Yeah, you're
like what
right.
is the
Because when I look at my notes, it's literally saying, love the outfits, it read pride, however, the performance didn't excite me. So it's like, everything was pretty fine. There was nothing clockable or really bad about it. But was I
Right.
excited? Did it make me go, oh my goodness,
Right.
I am so happy for this. It makes me want
Yeah.
to jump for joy. No, it did
Yeah,
not
it
do
just
that.
and then Jamila saying this was $100,000 performance. I was like, no, no, no. I was like, no, 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 no,
I mean,
no,
they have to say something. You
no.
know, they have to say something.
I was
Uh,
like,
I would have given them the
no.
9. I thought getting a 9. I
Okay.
don't remember what judge gave it to them for them not to be a full
It was
10.
Meg. Meg gave him a 9, and she was like,
It
they
was
need to
fair.
highlight Tonk more, I believe.
When she said that, I was like, I totally get it, because
Yeah.
a lot of times when you see a fluffier, that's what we call like big bone people where I'm from, you know, you're fluffy.
I love that.
When you see like someone that's larger, most times like in a dance routine or whatever, they are kind of like just there to like as a prop. They don't feel like they're a part of the routine, and that's not great. So I like that Meg pointed it out, like utilize him more and not just have him stand
Yeah.
at the back and pointing and ushering you other in.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember watching America's Best Dance Crew with Laomi, Deshawn, and the other members, and Pony, and I don't know this guy's name, and I'm so sorry. It was Laomi, Deshawn, and I think the other guy is Pony, and there's another guy that was a little thicker. The thicker one, he was doing everything them skinny ass hoes were doing.
He was like, bitch, I'm going to show you the fuck up right now. And he was eating alive
Everything.
too. Chopping up.
And he was doing the spins, the dips, the everything, just like Laomi and Deshawn and everyone else. And I was like, that's how you use someone that's bigger, but at the same time, they're a dancer. Like, let them dance.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
I
And
thought
then
that
he was
was a really
stumbling,
good
too.
comment.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I gave him a strong 8 because I thought it could have been better. I've seen better from them. And this house is in my top 4, so I do expect a lot from them. And just keep on doing your thing. Comme des garçons.
I agree with that. Now for my favorite house.
Aga!
The house of Balenciaga. Now, Balenciaga is like the house to beat for me. Like, if you're not striving to be as great as Balenciaga, then you are really not. You have no ambition, none.
Period.
I loved their sin. It was gluttony, and I feel like with gluttony, it could go a lot of ways, and I like the way they took it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the fat kids, the greedy kids. It's like really smart.
Tishy was being very shady because they knew they were right on their asses last week to be the grand house. But it's all right because y'all thought y'all was doing something wrong. Y'all thought y'all was doing something wrong with 2 houses. They just proved y'all wrong. Ooh. Balenciaga. When I was telling you, Shannon was like, "Fuck them skinny bitches." I was like,
you know,
period.
I love that Shannon as a mother. That's like a middle-aged woman still does so much, and she's not like relying on "I'm beautiful." She's not just let me walk in halfway through and just stand there. She's like, I'm doing stuff. I love.
She was right at the entrance. She was right at the beginning with this
She started it,
wig.
she finished it. Everything was so good. I love the costumes. I hear somebody hey these people, like, these contestants are so shady. I love when the camera cuts to backstage and they're like giving out their comments.
They was
They are
like,
so
10,
shady.
10, a 9? Yo, it's so fucking
I'm
funny.
like, don't
But let's
hate
be
because you're
real.
not here. Like, just because
Period.
you're not in Balenciaga, don't hate on us. Like, do
Period.
better.
Oh, no,
Just do
I
better.
love it. He's Hasamaga. I love it. As you should be. Because you serve. You serve. But, all right, so point blank period. I don't know if y'all can already tell, but I gave him a 10. Okay. Even with the shoes coming off, still
Yeah.
gave him a 10. The performance was so elevated, and they saved the best for last. They definitely sure did that. And how ironic is it that they tied up for high score with Comme des Garçons?
I saw it coming. I knew they were never going to give Balenciaga full 10s this week because when the shoe went off from the guy, even though it wasn't like a big deal for me, like,
Yeah.
you don't have any shoes on. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Mostly y'all coming out here in freaking Hillary Clinton shoes, so shut up.
No shade. No shade.
At least they never stopped dancing and they never faltered, you know?
Yeah, and
I
then
thought the choreography was great. The outfits were great.
great.
I will say I would have wanted more spins, and I might be sounding like a broken record, but I just wanted a little bit more. But apart
A lot
from
of these
that,
houses
they
needed
deserve
that.
it. They deserve a 10. They deserve it.
Yeah, hands down deserve 10. I love the way they were spinning honey in the air. They trust me. It was just so amazing. Now, with some of these judges' comments, I was a little bit nervous, okay? Because Laomi was like, Laomi, she got me. I thought she was gonna give him a low score. She was like, a 10. I gagged.
I'm gonna give you what you deserve. I'm like,
right. I was like,
girl, don't let me don't start nothing.
the same thing with Megan when she said to Law. She was like, come on now, bitch. Like, and then he gave him a 10. I was happy. Then Jamila gave him a 9. Oh my
and
God.
yet she's
and
out
she
here
was
giving out 9s to people who were not even on the same echelon as freaking Balenciaga.
This is why I was very upset with her. I was like,
GoFundMe freaking thing.
Girl, bitch. I was like, Jamila, don't make me. I was like, it's delusion.
Because Jamila was
Delusion. Doing the complete most. Oh, but Mother was over. Mother was over.
But it's fine because you know what? Karma and like the universe, it's always listening, it's always watching, and it gives who deserves what they deserve when they're supposed to get it.
Period. And period. That's why Tishi, I love you, you're my favorite house, but y'all thought y'all did something. Karma got y'all asses. No shit.
They play themselves a little bit.
They did. They did.
Now we got through all the houses doing the 7 deadly sins. Now the second part of the ball this week was to do a all-American runway in heels. So what this means, based on the explanation they gave, it is a masculine male presenting person walking in heels. So that's the first part of the all-American. And if you make it past that round, then you come back and you walk in heel, but then you do a catwalk, which we all know the elements. Catwalk is one of them, and you have to do it very like feminine. You know, it's not a masculine catwalk; it's a feminine catwalk. Let's go through all of them. Like, do you agree with all the chops and the 10s that they gave?
No, absolutely not. Point blank. Period. And this category was giving me like real life Twister in the ballroom scene. I was living for this.
It is very Twister because the first half is like very masculine, then the second half is very feminine.
It's boom, right. I was living. Okay.
First up, we have Dro from TC, sorry.
Yeah,
I keep
Tishi.
messing it up. I don't even know why TC.
Tishi.
I'm sorry, it's not my house. I haven't learned it properly, and I'm so sorry.
It's TC now.
I'm very sorry. I'm getting better at it though.
Yeah, I really want to start learning these houses like chants because last season there were some iconic chants.
You know what? Last season we had a live audience, and so the audience would chant as well. So you had people that were supporting each house, chanting for them every time they're on stage. Yeah. Now when they're on stage, it's like you don't hear it. The only time you hear them is talk about their chant is like in an interview or something, and not everyone does a chant in an interview.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I agree, but yeah, I just wish. Oh man, this damn pandemic. But
So, what
back,
do you think of Dro? Like, is it a chop or is it a 10?
I thought it was tens. I gave him a 10. I thought it was just crazy how he got chopped, and I think it was because of all the makeup. All the makeup and stuff was like dragging him down, and that's nobody's
Okay.
fault. You know what I'm saying? But I gave him a 10. I think he deserved to go battle it out.
Um, I could have taken it or leave it or left it, and
Mhm.
if I feel like I can take it or leave it, then just chop it and call it a day. You know.
Right.
So sorry, but that's how the cookie crumbled. How do you think of
Chop.
Amari for Orichi? I thought it was really
He
good.
was, yeah, he was good. He was good. He was good. That's literally what I was gonna say. He was good. I gave him a 10. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, let me see what you can do with your catwalk. That's what I was
Yeah,
waiting
he did
for.
a really good job. You can tell this is like something he does on a regular. Now,
And he said it.
yeah, he deserved to like make it far in that category because this is
Yeah.
like his forte.
Mhm.
Diego Mugler, like it was a real quick chop for me.
It was really, you didn't like Diego?
No,
What?
sorry, not for me. Like the judges chopped him real quick.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, they done chopped his ass up. I thought he was serving. He was sickening. Okay, especially when
I
he was
didn't
like,
mind it at all.
I
Then
tens. It was tens for me.
Jamil from Icon.
Jamil from Icon, tens across
He was really good
the
in that portion.
board.
Like All American, I really appreciated him. They chopped Milan,
He
which was like
was.
so quick. Milan was
They,
like
no,
done.
Milan had a go. Milan was like they were
Savion from
honestly,
Garcon, they gave him a 10.
10.
Do you
Tens across
agree?
the board. No.
You don't? Oh. So you
I
don't agree
know.
for Garcon's 10?
I do not agree with Garcon's 10. Absolutely not.
Okay, they're
I was
chopped for
just,
you. Balenciaga, they got a chop. Do you agree with that?
yes.
Okay, shady. But
do
you
you
know what?
do you agree with that though? Like honestly,
Yeah,
like,
they
let's
were
be
chopped.
real.
They were chopped. They came out and I was
Like-
like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, as Rolling Ray
Yeah.
would say. And for that reason, I'm like, all right, I see it. I'm not mad at it.
Honestly, they should have had Khalik walk.
But then after that, we had the final guys that, you know, it was Orichi versus Icon and then Garcon. In the end, Orichi won. I felt like it's fair. Orichi did the damn thing. They
No.
were the best in that category. For me,
No.
I agree with what happened.
When I tell you I wrote boldly in my notes, Icon should have won. Father was eating. Okay.
Okay, first of all, I
Icon's
feel like
father-
your blinkers are on or something. Your blinders are on because you're saying this because you probably thought Father was cute, which like okay, but no, Orichi
No.
did it better.
No,
sorry.
you know what it was? Because Father, his feminine movements, he was eating it up. And then mind you, he had battled before he got to Orichi already. So they were already expecting something fresh. And he was still serving. When he was giving me more with his hands in his catwalk, it was like da 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 da. It was just giving me life. So Icon would have got my vote. I'm happy Orichi did win, and then they gained an extra 10 points. Now imagine
really
if
cute.
Icon would have got that 10 points. They would have been out of the bottom slot.
They would have been. It would have really helped them a lot. Which I like this. It's like if you're in the bottom, it gives you a chance to like elevate yourself. And if you're in the
Yes.
top, it gives you a chance. What if you got full 10s across the board? You could have easily gotten 60. And it would have been like, you are the
Perfect
superior house. You know?
Mhm.
Which I thought was
Unbeatable.
really
And I
cool.
was nervous too for Balenciaga because Comme des Garçons didn't get chopped and Balenciaga got chopped. I thought that was going to affect the way the end result was going
It
to
could have
be.
easily swayed them, and Comme des Garçons would have been the superior house, but it didn't happen that way. All right, now Orichi won, which is like I'm okay with that. They got their 10 points. Comme des Garçons and Balenciaga, they're tied, 49 each. They did say in the beginning of the episode that if there is a tie, that the guest judge would have to break the tie. And Normani chose Balenciaga. And I am so happy.
Aga.
I am so pleased. I'm so
Aga.
content. I'm so overwhelmed.
I knew you were going to be
joy.
excited for that. I literally said,
I-
watching it, I was like, Michael's going to be living. And they
I
deserved
felt
it.
like it was fair. It
They
was fair.
deserved
They
it.
deserved 10s across the board, and they didn't get it because Jamila was being a little something. And
A bitch. I'll say it for you. Like,
in the
whole
end,
she was
they
delusional.
very that. And in the end, they got what they deserved. They got the superior house. I didn't hear LaShawn say anything about getting an advantage next week, so
Right.
probably not.
I
Elimination.
cannot wait to see these advantages work. Because, granted, now that
But I don't
Balenciaga,
even know if anyone's getting one next week because they didn't mention that though.
well, I hope they do. Because Tishi, I love y'all, but now y'all gotta watch y'all asses. Because y'all
Everyone's
tried
going to be coming for
Balenciaga.
them because people are going to be salty about what they did. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a natural circle of life. You
Yep.
dish it, get ready to take it. Elimination. We have Icon versus Milan. And
Yes.
what do you think? Because no Sade, but this was cut and clear and dry for me. I already knew who was supposed to go and who was supposed to stay, and they gave what they gave, and they sashayed away.
Period. Michael, you read my mind. It's like, I'm happy that they listened to us and fixed kind of their camera angles and gave me a split screen and whatnot.
As they should.
I'm happy
Yeah.
that y'all listened to us. So thank you for tuning in. But my whole thing was, it was very clear. Kylie ate the fuck up.
Like, they were really good. They were
Okay.
both pretty good. But at the end of the day, I just feel like Icon was better. They were just better.
Icon living. I was.
Yeah.
They were 10 times better. Kylie, the father made the right decision to have Kylie go down there because Kylie ate and chopped. This is the battle I was waiting for. Kylie was giving me floor performance, and wow, she gave me nice spins and dips. She was cutting it up. Now Marley.
This was
Marley,
the best elimination performance I've seen in a while. Like,
yes,
since the
this
show
season.
started.
Yeah, this season. But Marley, I give her props. I was very, very, very angry at Law because, as you know, I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. He favors and has a soft spot for the House of Milan, and it's clear he threw the money like that did something.
You know, I thought about it, but then I was like, he's closer to them, so if he throws it, it's gonna fall there. So I'm like, did he throw it specifically on them, or was he trying to throw it on the stage and it just hit that one person
Yeah,
from Milan because Milan was right in front of him?
yeah. I don't know. Maybe, possibly. But
I was
just
trying to
the
look at
way
it from that angle, just to
Yeah.
say he's not being he's not playing favorites. He's not.
until
but
we
he
saw
could be.
he picked Milan. I was like,
Yeah,
You
and he was
got
like,
to
for
be
one
kidding me.
reason, the titty bounce. Let me see. Can I bounce?
I was
Anything moving?
like,
Is anything moving?
yeah, it's moving there. I love it. But delusion. Kylie ate the fuck up, and honestly speaking, I was here for the battle. I'm happy that Icon got to stay over Milan. It's so sad to see Milan go, though. I mean,
I'm
they
not gonna
really
lie on
weren't.
here. I'm not sad to see Milan go. Milan was really bad for the past few weeks. They gone. Bye.
Yeah, they weren't.
And that's no shade. Like, if you agree with me in the comments, let me know because they've been consistently average or bad. They've not been great one week yet. So if you were sad
Yeah.
to see Milan go, let me know and tell me
Yeah.
why you're sad to see Milan go because I want to know.
I'm sad to see them go. No. Let me not be
I
full of
had to
shit.
call you out because I'm like, you ain't sad to see
No.
nobody go.
I was like,
Talking
no,
about.
I'm not. No, I'm not. But at the same time, I really wanted them to prove me wrong. There was like a little shred of hope for them. I really wanted them to prove me wrong because I was like, for y'all to have a name and for y'all to be iconic, I need y'all to elevate, and it just wasn't giving me
Do
that.
better. Just
But
do better, you know?
yeah,
They
I
didn't
just-
do that, so it's the way the
I
cookie
just-
crumbled. They had to leave. But I thought
I'm not
overall
here
this
for
was
it.
a really good episode. I enjoyed a lot of the performances. There were like 50-50. Half of them were really great.
Yeah.
Half of them were like whatever. And we're getting down to it. We're
Yeah.
slowly sifting through who's not legendary status and getting rid of them. So we're only getting great performances moving forward. I'm really happy with all of that, and I can't wait for next week.
Me too. It's kind of clear cut. You can see who are the strongest houses currently.
Yeah,
You can
it's
see
very
what's
easy
going
to tell.
on. Yeah, like
Like
Balenciaga.
last season, you could tell that, okay, there's this one team that's really leading the pack, but at
Yeah.
the same time, a lot of other teams are really great. So anyone could kind of
Yeah.
steal it from them if they mess up.
Right.
But this season, it's like 4 of them that's like neck and neck. I'm like, who
Yeah,
is the best?
there's literally
All
4.
4 of you are really killing it.
Yeah, they're
I-
all killing it. But you know what? The way Orichi's performing, they might sneak into that top 3. Let me tell you. Because just like last season, I was not expecting Escada to sneak into that top 3. So you never know the way the cookie might crumble, because we might have Balenciaga versus Tishi, or how sickening would it be if they versus Mugler? Oh, how sickening would that battle be?
I don't see Orichi sneaking into the top 4 at all, but that's what would make good TV, when I don't expect something and it happens.
Yep.
I wish y'all the luck, you know.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow Danny. He is hysterical. Like, his Instagram and Twitter, they're up here somewhere.
Thank you, Rifle.
And don't forget to follow me on Patreon. I do a lot of videos there, exclusive content, so get ready with me videos mainly. And yeah, do the damn thing. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Bye. Hey beautiful humans, I have so much more content. Come on, watch my shit.